Chapter 5. Get off me! Get off me, Marnie! I mean it! I shouted. The little red-headed pest hung onto my back, laughing and digging her pudgy fingers into my neck. Why did you think I was some kind of thrill ride? Get off! This is my good sweater, I cried. If you wreck it, she laughed even harder. It had rained all night and all morning, but the clouds had parted at lunchtime. Now the sky was blue and clear. I had no choice. I had to hold soccer practice for the Hogs. Across the playground, I saw Doug Benton fighting with Andrew Foster. Andrew picked up the soccer ball and heaved it with all his might into Doug's stomach. Doug's mouth shot open. He let out a whoosh of breath, and a huge wad of bubble gum went flying into the air. Get off! I pleaded with Marnie. I tried spinning and twirling as fast as I could, trying to throw off my back. I knew if anything happened to the sweater, Mom would have a fit. You might ask why I was wearing my best blue wool sweater to soccer practice. Good question. The answer is, it was class photo day, and Mom wanted me to take a really good picture to send to all my aunts and uncles. She made me wear the sweater, and she made me shampoo my hair before school and not wear my Orlando Magic cap over it. So I looked like a jerk all day, and now, here was soccer practice, and I had forgotten to bring a sweatshirt or something to replace my good sweater. Whoa! Marnie gave me a final kick in the side as she hopped off my back. I pulled down my sweater, hoping it wasn't stretched too badly. I heard angry shouts and glanced up to find Andrew and Doug swinging their fists at each other and butting heads across the field. I reached for my whistle and grabbed air. Marnie had swiped it. She held it high above her head and ran, laughing over the grass. Hey you! I screamed, chasing after the little thief. I took 3 steps, and my sneakers slid in the mud. My feet flew out from under me. With an angry cry, I fell forward and landed on my stomach in deep, wet mud. No! I let out a howl of dread. Please, no! But when I pulled myself up, the mud came with me. My entire body was caked in thick, wet mud. My beautiful blue sweater? It was now an ugly brown sweater. With a sad groan, I sank back into the ground. I just wanted to disappear, to sink far from sight into the big mud hole. My faithful team, the horrible Hogs, were laughing and hooting. They thought it was a riot. Nice kids, huh? At least my mud dive had stopped Andrew and Doug from fighting. The mud weighed me down as I climbed slowly to my feet. I felt like Andrew. I felt as if I weighed 1,000 pounds. Maybe I did. I wiped mud off my eyes with both hands and saw Chuck standing over me. He tisk-tissed a few times. You look really bad, man. Tell me something I don't know, I muttered. Why did you do that? He asked. I squinted through 2 inches of mud at him. Excuse me? You look like Mud Monster or something, Chuck snickered. Ha ha, I said glumly. You told me to meet you here, Steve. You said we were going straight to the party store to buy yet you know what. He glanced back at my team of first graders. They weren't listening to our conversation. They were too busy flinging mud balls at each other. I scooped my hand along the front of my sweater and scraped off about 10 pounds of glop. I think I better go home after practice and get changed first, I told Chuck. Talk about your long afternoons. I had to break up the mud ball fight. Then I had to hand over all the little angels to their parents and babysitters. Then I had to explain to their angry parents and babysitters why they had practiced mud ball fighting instead of soccer. I crept home. Chuck waited for me outside. I hid my mud cake clothes in the back of my closet. I didn't have time to explain to my mom. Then I changed into a clean pair of jeans and a gray and red Georgetown Hoya sweatshirt, one my uncles had sent me. I don't know anything about the Hoyas. I don't even know what a Hoya is, but it's a cool sweatshirt. I pulled my cap down over my mud-drenched hair, then I hurried to meet Chuck. Steve? Is that you? Mom called from the den. No, it isn't, I called back. I closed the front door behind me and ran down the driveway before she could stop me from going out again. I was really eager to find that party store and check out the weird masks. So eager, I forgot to bring any money with me. Chuck and I walked 2 blocks before I reached into my jeans pocket and realized it was empty. We jogged back to my house, and I crept up to my room once again. This just isn't my day, I murmured to myself. But I knew that buying a really gross and frightening mask would instantly cheer me up. Then I can go ahead with my plan to terrify the Hogs To get my revenge. Revenge. What a beautiful word. When I'm older and I have my own car, that's what I want to see on my license plate. I pulled all my allowance money out the dresser drawer where I hide it. I counted quickly. About $25. Then I jammed the bills into my jeans pocket and hurried back downstairs. Steve, are you going out again? Mom called from the den. Be right back, I shouted. I slammed the front door and ran down the driveway to meet Chuck. Part 2, next time, guys, of Chapter 5.